Hi everyone, it's Dr. Meredith Watson, Multi-Passionate Creative. I am super excited about tonight's training. We're going to talk about energetic healing and how important that is. And it's so funny that that's what we're talking about tonight because today is completely opposite of how my day was yesterday. Yesterday I was really depressed. I didn't feel good. I was just really lethargic. I didn't get enough sleep the night before, and I didn't really feel like getting up and doing anything. So I just kind of chilled out yesterday. And then today I woke up kind of alarmed. The plumber came. My sink was stopped up, so he had to come in, and he was just such a rude man. But anyway, he did what I needed him to do. But I remember thinking the night when I went to bed, like, I hope he doesn't come really early in the morning. And he came bright and early. I was like, for the love of crack. But anyway, it just goes to show that you have to kind of dig deep and realize what you really want. Like, I didn't want him to come early, but then I did because I was like, I just want to get it out of the way. I just want my sink unstopped, and I really didn't want him to get in the way of me talking to my clients. So we have to be energetically aligned with what we're saying we want. And then I was really, really a lot more high vibe today because I did a lot of journaling and got answers to some questions that I've been having about the new program that I'm doing and getting some clarity on that. And it's, once again, what are you energetically aligned for? And I wanted this one thing in my program, but then I didn't want this other thing. And just trying to dig deep and realize and become vibrationally aligned with what's going to feel authentic for me and what's going to bring me the most success and alignment and passion and bring my passion to fruition. Let me know if you have trouble hearing me. I just got a new headset, so I'm super excited about that too. And then the other thing that was really interesting to me was once I started to feel the vibrationally aligned things with my program and with my day, everything started to just shift and fall into place. And I got this, I don't even know where this syrup stain came from on my kitchen floor. So I mopped it up because this wherever the syrup came from, it was all over my feet because I walk around the house barefoot, of course. And it was getting all over my feet. So this mess was getting all over my feet. And I realized that it was next to two other big globs of syrup or sticky stuff or whatever. I live with a 6-year-old who's pretty flagrant with her gestures like her mother. So it very easily could have just been one of us dropped something and didn't really pick it up or whatever. But I thought about these two little blobs on the floor and then how right in front of it was this other big glob of things and I mopped it all up. It's all good now. And it was funny because I saw the bigger blob as like the sticky mess that we get our lives into. And if we don't get the smaller things, they grow into bigger things. And then we end up having to clean up a bigger mess than we originally would have had we just gotten things at the crux, at the very beginning, at the start of the problem, the root of the problem. And I was thinking that the two spots were these two things I'm trying to rid myself of, the emotion attached to those two things. So it was kind of symbolically like rubbing them, like mopping them out of my life and mopping them out of my system. So it was all about the energetic vibration, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And then I thought, since this is my last night of training, I was going to pull a card for the group, and it ended up pulling two cards, and we'll go over that closer to the end. But what we're going to talk about is, do you have energy to share? Now, anyone who's familiar with Reiki, it's I know we have a couple people in the group who actually are energetic healers and use Reiki as a modality, and I do also. Now, I'm going to be really honest. I did not love Reiki at the first. I didn't think I would be a good fit for that, using that modality in my practice. Didn't think I would benefit from it. I didn't really feel energetically aligned with energetic healing. So it wasn't until about 4 months ago that I really started to get attuned and get into the vibration of even using it as a modality or even being open and receptive to receiving that energetic healing modality on myself. So I got attuned, and now I'm a Reiki master, and it's really awesome. I don't necessarily teach it. I did it more so that I could just have the highest um, attunement that I possibly could. And it gave me so much clarity, and its abilities to heal and to help and to give clarity and to kind of align the energy in your body was magnificent. I kind of regret ever not having such faith in it before now. But Reiki accelerates and strengthens your healing process. It induces relaxation, promotes psychological healing, and alleviates pain, the discomfort of chronic illness, and that's just a few of the benefits. And it goes beyond the symptoms and treats the root cause of the disease at whatever level it exists in the body, mind, or spirit. And that's really important to me in the work that I do, because my thing is getting to the root of the issue at hand, whether it's while you're not creating the business of your dreams and making the money that you desire, or whether it's a physical ailment or an addiction or depression. What is the root cause, and getting to that root cause and uncovering it, excavating it, so that you can get to the root cause and move forward and heal it and relieve it. And I think that that's so important, because a lot of people feel like they go to the doctor and they get a treatment, they get a prescription, and it comes back, or they're just masking the symptoms and the surface, but they're not getting to the root cause of why that is. And with Reiki, it deals with the energy in your body, especially it relates to the chakras and the different chakras that we have. There are 7 chakras. That was another area I wasn't really proficient in or excited about in the beginning, but now it's become one of the modalities that I utilize to help my patients. And the energy that is in your body, everything is energetic. Energetic exchange with money, energetic with tools of healing, everything is energy. And we're all connected, and that ability to understand that higher order of connectivity and the connectiveness and the oneness helps so much in healing and processing and getting to the root of issues. So think back to if you've ever had a stomach pain or a back pain, depression, and addiction, and you don't have to be addicted to drugs or alcohol. You can be addicted to TV, chocolate, people. I'm addicted to my mom and chocolate. And you have tried your hardest to figure out why you just can't stop. Even if it's smoking, why you just can't stop? And I can speak from experience. I smoked on and off for like 10 years, and I quit cold turkey. And I've only picked it back up once or twice. Those were very stressful times in my life. And I didn't pick it up for social habits. I picked it up for stressful. In the beginning, when I was smoking on and off for 10 years, it was more for social gratification. Like my friends were smoking, we'd be going out, having a drink, listening to music, and I would smoke. But you have to think about the root cause, and I can tell you exactly when I started smoking. I smoked my first cigarette shamefully in 8th grade, right after my father and my grandfather both had heart attacks back to back. Like one semester, they both had heart attacks. And that same semester, I was in a terrible car accident which initiated my migraines, and I almost lost my birth mother. And I was very young. I almost lost my sister. I almost lost actually the vast majority of my family, because we went in this big group in a car, in a van, an Astro van to be exact, and we almost all lost our lives. And I had to be out of school for 3 weeks. And it was just this tumultuous time in my life that started my migraines. I started smoking, and I got into those addictive habits. I was eating more, and I looked a hot mess. It was just a very emotional time. So I got back to the root cause of why I ever smoked. And then it became a social. I started attributing it to social events. I wanted to be included. I wanted to be a part of. And I didn't inhale. I sound like one of our presidents. I didn't inhale. I just kind of like to flick it and smoke it and look cool. So getting back to the root of why, and then it became a stress reducer. So it was always about something else. It was never the nicotine. It was never anything that was part of the actual addiction. It was what that having the cigarette did for me and what the chocolate does for me. I haven't given it up. I probably won't, because I can, but I don't want to. Even though my jackets and my clothes would probably prefer that I did. But what I do with my clients is I use Reiki as an energetic healing modality, is we look at the root cause. Like I said, with conventional medicine, mainstream medicine, nothing against those, but they look typically at the surface and they look at the symptom. Wherein with Reiki, you get down to the practical root causes of the disease and where it's coming from. When did it first present? How did it start? What issues were going on in your life around that time? Like I was going back to my addiction with smoking, and what was going on at the time. When was the first time you had these experiences? And those are the types of things that we look at. And looking back also, when the girl that actually got me into smoking, I wanted to be her friend. Like I wanted to be included in her tribe. I rarely ever talk to her now, but it's amazing how we get caught up in these things and we don't really think about how it all started. Where did it all begin? Just going back and figuring out what some of the root, core reasons are. And we're going to go over a couple more Reiki benefits. Like I said, with illness, it treats symptoms and it causes illnesses or whatever. It kind of levels out. Like I said, it treats the symptoms and causes of illness, like back to the root reason, the real cause of the reason, or whatever level it exists at. Like where's the pain most radiating in your body? And we can look at that area. We look at the chakras, and then we can look at kind of what that represents and kind of look back at the root and kind of do the analysis and kind of reverse engineer. It helps in recovery. It accelerates the recovery from medical treatments and operations. And that is true. Many studies have been done in showing that the rate of recovery is exponential in comparison to those who don't engage in Reiki and energetic holistic healing. It aids in the recovery from injuries and eases muscle pain. Now, I have chronic fatigue with fibromyalgia, so that's real big for me. And a lot of my patients suffer with chronic pain and fibromyalgia. And Reiki is a wonderful way to really dig into the energy and kind of balance that out so that you can feel some relief. Back to the pain, it relieves pain from chronic pain and implements joint mobility. And those that suffer from like arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, things of that nature that really can literally disable you and have a lot of fallout of when you are immobile. That's the word I was trying to look for. Immobile. That can really kind of give you some energy and kind of, like I said, energetically move and immobilize you. Give you the mobility to kind of move around. And that's so important, especially if you have young children like I do who are extremely active. I found, especially given yesterday versus today, the level of well-being that it provides, a greater sense of well-being and peace. Now, if you incorporate Reiki into your spiritual practice and sending energy to yourself, or having someone send energy to you, it really does give you a level of sense of well-being and peace. One of the coaches that I work with, that's part of her modality of helping her patients, is sending Reiki and having a Reiki session during your coaching session. And it really does help. And I do that, like I said, as one of the modalities I use. I am like really talking fast. I'm also losing my breath, so give me like 1 second. This is a new headset, so let me see if I can mute. Okay, I don't know why I muted for a deep breath. It's not like it was loud or anything, but when I gave myself Reiki energy over the evening, I could see the difference. How I felt, how I relaxed, how I could move into kind of a less stressful evening and try to get some sleep. And then, of course, wake up a little bit more aligned today, and even as the day progressed, sending energy to myself. And one of the ways I know that I'm in good direction to forgiving or working through my pain and anger and upset and discomfort with someone is if I'm open to sending them energy. That for me is huge, because if I love them and I've forgiven them and I've moved past and through our situation enough that I can now send them healing energy and light and love, that is huge and paramount to my healing and recovery with regard to whatever that situation is. So sometimes it can even be momentous and monumental as you move forward in healing a relationship. And like I said, it relieves the stress and and ailments attributed to stress. A lot of tension, especially in your neck and your shoulder and your back, can be attributed to stress. Have a stressful day and you notice where you're carrying a lot of that stress. Or if you've been suppressing emotions all day and then you finally relax, you realize that you have a lot to let go of. You have a lot to release. And it relieves allergies as well as headaches. I had a huge allergy. I'm in the process of a move. So when you haven't moved things for a while, you pick up or you stir up dust. Not that I don't clean my house, but you can't get every nook and cranny. So some of that dust really got to me. So I was going to take an allergy pill, and I was like, you know what? I want to do something more holistic. So I did that, and I did some hot water baths and a shower meditation so that I could really kind of just relieve it naturally and holistically, and it just would give me a better, longer lasting relief. And oh, there's a couple more. So the regulates blood pressure and strengthens the immune system. My illnesses have been more chronic than like colds and coughs and viruses and things like that. And thank God, same for my daughter. And that's because I've been utilizing this healing modality And it's been working, and my patients have been seeing a great change in how they have been able to fluctuate through the allergy season. Hormonal balance is hormones or PMS, menopause, and fertility issues. It's about the time that my grandmother passed away. In about 5 days, it'll be 16 months. And I can always tell when I'm about to celebrate that because I get everything ticks me off. Everything is triggering to me because I'm so emotionally attached to that outcome of it's going to be the anniversary of her passing away and I'm going to need to do something. I don't have to mourn it every month, but if you know how close my grandmother and I were and some of the things that have happened around that, it would give you a better bird's eye view of understanding why I need to kind of be preemptive and preventative as that anniversary comes up, and it helps me relax and take note of what I need to do for myself, and sending energy to myself is very instrumental in getting through those moments. I utilize this next tip. Induces a state of deep relaxation and aids in restoring the body. I felt like dirt, spit, vomit, poop, all of the things yesterday. I felt awful. And I was able to get into a state of relaxation. I was actually able to get some sleep. And I probably would remember my dreams had I not been startled by the man this morning. And actually, I was in such a deep sleep, I didn't even hear him knocking. My daughter was like, "Mommy, someone's at the door." My child has ultrasonic hearing. So utilizing all of these different things is extremely important, especially as you're trying to get healed and move forward with your life and move forward with healing. And there's a couple more tips that I wanted to talk about before I go into the cards and move to the next thing. And that was, okay, I lost my screenshot. Okay, so the other ones are releasing blocked and suppressed feelings. Like I said, the work I do with my clients is about releasing and relating and moving forward and getting to the root cause and then working through that and kind of massaging that through and working through it, journaling it out, dialoguing back and forth. But in essence, releasing the attached emotion to release the manifested pain. And a detox clears the bodily toxins and balances organs and glands. Once again, we're talking about that energetic alignment with your chakras, with your systems, with your body functions. And that is not poo-poo. That is real documented case studies where people have experienced balance in their glands, balance in their organs, balance in their systems, and balance in their organs. I said that. So that they can really feel that energetic alignment and that detox and that releasing of emotions and releasing of pressure and releasing of bad energy to be open to receiving the new energy and therefore being able to manifest cleansed and more aligned desires and wants and money, career, love of their life, fertility issues disappearing and being alleviated. I see that in my own practice, so I know that it's very well documented in other practices. But that's basically what I do, and that's basically how I feel about Reiki and the benefits of Reiki and how important energetic healing is, whether it's chakra aligning, Reiki, distance healing, all of the things that require you to really delve deep into your inner core and your inner system. And that's what I do with my clients. I delve deep and we use different modalities to get to the root cause of their pain, addiction, and depression and all the things that are keeping them stuck and out of alignment with their soul, excuse me, purpose. But I'm a multi-passionate creative, as I've said before. And through the Soul Journey coaching practice, I delve deep with others in the areas of life and business and holistic healing so we can live the lives we love and love the lives that we live. And kind of an example of what I do with my patients. Let's say you wanted help with business creation, soulful business creation. I navigate business mastery with you so that you can make the money that you desire and without having to sell your soul or feeling icky or slimy about the way in which you offer your product, service, or package. And then I'm very aligned with serving my clients in the way of perhaps you have a nasty cough or depression or addiction, and mainstream conventional medicine hasn't really been able to resolve that with you. And in the soul Journey coaching practice, we kind of get down and deep dive into the root cause of the issue and kind of get you on your way to healing and moving and alignment and passion and purpose. And that's what I came here to do this time, is to help people heal in those areas so that they can live the life that they dream and have passion and purpose be their reality and their new normal, because you were born worthy. Everything you want is yours to have. You just need to get into the right vibrational alignment to be open to receive the things that you want. It's possible for you, it's possible for me, but you have to believe it and you have to be open to it and you have to do the right things in order to take the necessary steps to be open and be receptive and be at a vibrational alignment to get those things. So I hope this resonates. I hope you got something out of this training. I enjoyed doing it. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. I'll put the information in the comments, and I almost forgot about the cards. Okay, there's 2 cards. I'm going to put them in the comments. I'm awful with sharing my screen and doing all the things, but the first card is Omega, victory, your desire coming into fruition, keep up the good work. And then the other one is Bethany. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself the relaxing treat today, such as a massage, a seesaw bath, or a pedicure. And a lot of times when we are not seeing the results we want, we just stop. And we could have been right at the precipice of getting exactly what we've been desiring and manifesting. But we don't see instant gratification, so we don't keep going. And self-care is very important. If you want to manifest and create the life of your dreams, you have to take care of yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And it's important to take care of yourself and relax and treat yourself. And everyone doesn't want a massage or a pedicure or a seesaw bath. Whatever self-care is for you, whatever makes you feel rejuvenated and refills your cup, that's your form of self-care. And you should take time to do that every single day, even if it's just 5-10 minutes. But definitely, if you can eke out a whole day of self-care, that is going to do wonders for your ability to be open to receiving, to manifest your desires, to take care of yourself so that you can in turn take care of others. But even 5-10 minutes a day is really integral. If people are like, I'm too busy, my kids, this and that, go in the bathroom, lock the door, turn on the shower, and pretend you're in a sauna. 5 minutes. They won't die, prayerfully. I doubt they will. Get in the car. Mommy's going out to the car. Get in the car, and this just seems like a dream to me, and it was just something that came to my head. Whether you have an indoor or outdoor garage, go outside, play 3 back-to-backs of your favorite pieces of music, and just delve deep in your thoughts and just relax. Now, being a single mom, I know it's hard to, get away from your kids for even a second. But if you can't go out to your car, you don't want to leave them in the house by themselves. Bathroom, 5 minutes. Wait, put them to bed a little earlier. Paint your toenails. Get yourself some Dollar Tree bath oils and bath beads. Put them in the water and give yourself a nice luxurious bath. Whatever it takes, but you are worth it. You are worth the self-care that you're giving yourself. Maybe swap a night out with another single mom. I'll watch your kids tonight if you watch my kids another night. I'm trying to find a sitter so I can go watch this movie that came out tonight. I'm not going tonight, but I'm going to find a sitter so that I can go when I find out where it's playing. But I'm going to head out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for pressing replay. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I'll put a picture of the cards in the comments along with the link to go to my website. I have a free kind of a pamphlet. It's like 13, 15 pages of kind of what I do, the benefits of holistic healing, the benefits of soulful business creation, and all the services I offer. So I wish you a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and have a great night.